Hey guys, happy Friday. How are you? How have you been finding this first week of Lift? I know we really jumped into it quick. Normally I like to do a full week of prep where we really dive through all the program materials and everything to make sure you're set up and know what you're getting into. But because we kind of jumped into this quick, I feel like we didn't really get a chance to do that. So I'm off today and my daughter has a ringette tournament. So I'm in between games, so I don't have a ton of time, but I wanted to come on here to make sure that you guys were set up for success with the meal plan. So I want to preface this by saying how serious you take the meal plan 100% depends on how big your goals are. If you want to lose 10, 15, 30 plus pounds doing this program, you got to go all in on the meal plan. Like, sorry to be the messenger with the bad news, but you won't lose weight if you don't start showing up in the kitchen, okay? So there's some people in this group who who don't have huge weight loss goals, who are really just looking for a balanced life, and they're having pizza and wine and dinners out on the regular, which is awesome because that's where they're at. But if that's not where you're at, don't let that confuse you and think that you can lose weight by still doing that stuff, okay? If you have big goals, this whole video is for you. If you don't need to rush this video. You're living your life, you're doing what you're doing, and that's awesome. But if you have goals, I want you to be set up for it because I don't want the next 8 weeks to go by and you not get the results. I'm here to get you results, all right? So if you have big goals, you want big results, this is what you need to do. You need to go through this program guide, okay? We'll identify exactly where you are in terms of what plan you are. So depending on what your weight is, if you're 168 pounds or less, you're in plan A. If you're between 168.5 and 195 pounds, you're in plan B, and plan C goes up to 222. I think that would be everybody in this group. If not, it goes all the way up to plan F and you figure out where you're at. From there, it tells you how many containers of each group you're gonna have every day, okay? This takes some planning. You need to go through it. So what I recommend, I've put in the file section in this group. So if you go on the main page, you'll see at the top files, click on there, you'll see some files. And ultimately there's something that looks like this. It's branded a little different. And what you're gonna do is you say, okay, I have 3 veggies, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, whatever you have. I always do the proteins first, okay? So if I have 4 proteins, I know I'll put 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner, and 1 for a snack. Those are my proteins. I know when I'm having them. Then I have veggies. I know I like to have veggies at dinner. Then I know I like to have veggies at lunch. So I put 3 greens, and then I'll have 1 at snack. So I'll put those 3, lunch, snack, dinner. Then I go to the fruits, 2 fruits. I like to have a fruit at breakfast. I like to have a fruit at snack. So now, right now, I know I have, this is my completed one. I know I have green and a purple for snacks so far. I have a green and a protein for dinner. And I have, anyways, you map it all out so that you take and include every single one of these containers in your list. Plan it out for what you like. Okay, if you like to have carbs as your snack, then put that as your snack. If you like to have carbs in the morning, put them in the morning, okay? Plan out when you're gonna have it. Then it's easy. Then when it comes to dinner and you know, okay, I have a veggie and a protein, that's what I'm eating, okay? Don't make this complicated. If you have big weight loss goals, stick to the containers. Guys, they fucking work, okay? Then you get your food list, all right? The foods at the top of the list are the ones that are better for you. As you get to the bottom of the list, they're higher in sugar, higher in glycemic, whatever. They're not as good for you. Don't live at the bottom of the list if you have big goals. You absolutely can do whatever you want to do. But if you have big goals, try and stick to the top of the list as much as you can, okay? And stick to the containers, okay? So the food list will outline the sizing, like especially for the blue containers, it tells you how many almonds to have. You're not filling that full blue container of almonds. You only get 12 raw whole almonds per serving. But use the containers, especially for meat. Oh my God. Guess what? Guess what a full serving of chicken is? Half a chicken breast. Okay? Use your containers, jam it all in there, and then that's what you eat. Cut it up, eat it. What I like to do is because I know that Sometimes it's hard if you're running here and there, things aren't prepped. What I like to make, especially at the beginning when I was doing this, I'd make a bunch of quinoa, I'd make a bunch of brown rice or sweet potato, whatever it is that you like to eat. I would put it in a container and I would keep this in there. So if I had quinoa or brown rice, I would keep this in there. When it was time for my dinner, if everybody else was eating pasta or white rice or something that I didn't want, I would just take this, scoop out my portion, done. Okay? Set yourself up so that it's easy. The oranges, don't skip them. The seeds and the dressings, don't skip them. For me, it's an awesome addition to a salad. What I like to do is just keep like my seeds on my countertop like this with the orange container in them. Same thing, making my salad, scoop out, dump, done. Okay? If you have a lot of the containers, I use them as Tupperware. I'll fill up my snacks like my fruits and my veggies to just have as a snack. And then you know it's perfectly portioned. Use the containers to your advantage, okay? What else did I want to say? I think that's it. Seriously, please ask me questions. Map out your day. Map out your day. And then if you end up eating the same thing for a few days just to get in the rhythm, that's okay, all right? Like you have your whole life to eat really well, but this way we'll teach you when and how to eat, okay? I know my sister, she's like the pro of Portion Fix. She recommends to really keep it simple your first week and just do like pick 4 from each section. So 4 kinds of proteins, 4 kinds of carbs, 4 kinds of veggies, 4 kinds of fruits, and just stick to those and match them up as for your meals. It's easy. It kind of keeps you prepared, keeps you on track. And then as you get more comfortable with this way of eating, you can be a little bit more creative. Also on Beachbody On Demand, there's amazing recipes. If you go under the Portion Fix or the Fix 8, there's so many awesome recipes. Me and Whitney made once like really awesome Shakeology ice cream. Like there's great recipes and it's not hard. Like I'm no chef, I'm not a cook. I keep it simple and they're doable and they're great. Also on the Beachbody blog, there's tons of recipes. Like there are so many resources out there for you. So I really want to make sure that you guys are aware of them, use them if you want to, and are really set up for you to get results. Like if you guys want results from this program, you can get them, but you need to show up in the kitchen. So Joel is super flexible with his nutrition plan. He allows for one cheat kind of a week, not a cheat day, one cheat meal, but be aware of what you're eating, okay? What you put in your body ultimately is what you eat, right? So awesome. I'm here for you. If you have any questions at all, please lean in and yeah, have an awesome weekend. Ooh, last thing. It's Friday. The hardest part is coming up, the weekend. And if you have social events or things going on where you're going out for dinner or different things, it's going to be hard. So prepare yourself, have a plan, check the menu first, eat first, bring food with you if you're going to a friend's house, whatever. Do what you need to do. Nobody else cares what you're eating. It's you, all right? So if you're gonna do this for yourself, like show up for yourself and do it. All right? Have an awesome weekend, guys. Talk to you soon.